All right. Hello there, I'm Laura Ball, and this is a group reading for our collective. So I've got 3 decks for us tonight. The first one that I chose is Angels of Light. I think I've pulled from this deck before for us. It's beautiful imagery. There's watercolor paintings that are embossed in gold, and they're just amazing, sweet, sweet messages from different angels. So I'm going to pull a card from that deck. And Christina, while I'm pulling, would you maybe tell them why we pull while we're here as opposed to early?
Yes, I will be happy. This is a little bit of an awkward space, but it's an intentional. So we do wait to draw the cards. We don't want to do that in advance, because if we do that when you're not in our presence, we don't have access to your energy and it's not specific to you or for you. So we want to be sure that we are using your energy to get the answers that we all collectively have a need. So it may seem like, why couldn't they have done that and set that up in advance? Well, it wouldn't have been just specific to you. We've done that. So bear with us. We always do that.
Sometimes.
What's that?
I said, I do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if I have a client coming and I'm setting my room, my Reiki room, and I feel guided to pull a card so that I have a little more information, I'll do that ahead of time. But again, I'm connected to that person's energy. They've given me permission. They're coming. I know who it is, as opposed to here. A lot of times this is like a surprise party for us, because surprise, we kind of knew you were coming, but we weren't sure you were coming, but we're glad that you come.
Yeah, the truth is that energy workers typically, like, I'll start connecting with your energy all day. So that's typically something that I start to sink into. I get divine guidance before we get started, and feel influenced to do certain things. But that's the life of a energy worker, right? Mediums.
Okay. All right. I feel disorganized here. It's probably because I have, 17 decks on deck. All right. So we're going to do Angels of Light. I got a new deck because I'm a deckaholic. It's called Raise Your Vibration, and it's by Kyle Gray. And the other thing I do in the video afterwards is I'll put the names of all of these as well as links of where you can purchase them. So if you're over there scribbling it down or wondering, I got you covered, girl. And then the last one I'm pulling from is the Crystallary, and this is Maia, and she's a wonderful, incredible writer in the Asheville area. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We've got Angel of Action. Ooh, you see these images are really pretty. Trying to get the glare off of it. Angel of Action. And I'm going to look at the book and then I'll kind of give you my take on it too. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I want to see all of them. I want to see everything.
I was sending you telepathic message. Yes, let's do it. Let's get the full picture.
Like, turn them over, turn them over. The suspense. All right, here's the other one. I trust the wisdom within. This is from the Kyle Gray deck. And then the last one, oh, this one's so gorgeous. This is Chrysocolla. This is a crystal. It's called Chrysocolla, and it's this color, kind of a turquoise color. And it says, what do you need? Ooh, all right. So we've got action, wisdom, and what do you need? So the Angel of Action is, we call on her when we're ready to put our thoughts into action and move forward. We ask for clarity, focus, positive intentions, and for the patience to see our action unfold in wholesome and positive ways to honor the best for us. Now, with our vibration getting risen with Kyle Gray's card, this wisdom within, and he has his organized in a way that makes not quite a lot of sense to me yet. So bear with me here. There we go. All right, knowledge is what we learn and wisdom is what we know. Knowledge comes from study, wisdom comes from within. Listen, there's a voice deep in the core of your being that has an answer to every challenge you face. So the vibe of the day is, I listen to the guidance of the universe. And then for our Chrysocolla, what do you need? All right. Chrysocolla says, Without water, chrysocolla is simply oxidized copper and silica. This is what copper looks like right here. But add water and the element of both flow and emotion, and voila, magic happens. Water is magical. If you doubt it, imagine our planet without it. A little H2O, not only does copper and silica become rather remarkable, but it's the stone that the Egyptian queen Cleopatra never left home without. Chrysocolla knows that at any moment, we're all just a few water droplets away from complete transformation, that each of us can become a person who adds color and dimension to our world. So as I look at these cards, the theme that kind of comes forward for me, especially if we take into account that today is the eve of a full moon. If you're not familiar with the lunar cycle, don't worry, I'm going to give you the shortcut today. So we're on the eve of a full moon, and a full moon signals the completion of a cycle, the ending of a cycle. So we've all had cycles in our life before, you know what I mean, ladies? And what happens at the end of a cycle? Flow, everything goes, we release. And so these cards are telling me there may be things that you need to release right now. And this is where we're going to need to take action. Maybe you've got Christmas presents coming in your house. You're trying to make room for a Christmas tree. Now's the time to get rid of that chair. Now's the time to, donate those clothes. It could be you're reevaluating some friendships. You're kind of noticing that things seem tense around the holidays. Now may be the time to let go of a friendship. It may be time to let go of expectations about how the holidays will go. And so this is the taking action card, which again, when I think about taking action, it's not the first thing I do, but rather I would start with these cards. I would start with the wisdom within. So listening to self, you have all the answers within you. You might hire a healing guide. You might download an app. You might have a lot of other resources like the cards. But again, the wisdom that's within you is telling you what's right for you and what's not. And at the closing of this cycle, you know what you need to release. You know what you need to set aside. If you just take a few moments to be still. So listen to your wisdom within and ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need? And when I think about need is different than want. Need is taking care of self. Need is taking care of highest priorities. These are the things that sustain us over time. So if we start by listening and evaluating these needs, then we can take action. Then we can take those inspired actions, those aligned actions that are appropriate for us. Christina, that's what I have, but I'd like to see what messages are coming in for you.
Well, that's a great interpretation, and I'm right on board with you. I feel like there was a little bit of discussion. There wasn't a whole lot of action-oriented intention set for tonight. So as we met everybody kind of expressed how they, where they're coming from. And believe me, I am all about receiving what comes and accepting the surprise that the universe has to deliver. I am usually the one that doesn't set firm intentions when bring a group, because then I sort of set limitations. So keeping.
Can I interrupt you for a moment?
Of course.
Receiving is an action.
Yes.
It's still a choice to receive. So even if you're not actively throwing things out of your closet, or you're not actively evaluating everything, if you are choosing to be still and receive, that is still taking action, because you're making a choice.
Perfect, like that. So just wanted to kind of call that out, though, that I have a lot of deep respect for allowing versus force, power versus force, right? So allowing what is what we're ready to receive in each moment. Typically, I think I think you said it well. So I have a lot of different thoughts. I'm trying to keep them kind of gathered together. Feminine, try to stay typically in my feminine. I work in the corporate world, right? So I lit in the insurance industry, a highly regulated industry. So I'm in my masculine quite a bit. But I am learning to now incorporate the feminine, which is allowing versus forcing or pushing or action necessarily, which is more masculine. And then learning how to merge those two together. I don't know if you all can relate with that concept or not. I think probably at some level you can. And we're all in having a different experience, but I think we're all experiencing some pretty strong shifts is what I'm trying to get to.
Would you like more card readings from Readings and Reiki? Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. If you'd like to join one of our free online sessions of Readings and Reiki, please join our email list, link below in the description.